Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a couple helpful tips when it comes to the class setup. Obviously, we're limited to level 10. But most of the weapons you can level up and progress either to 25 or 30 depending on the weapon. I'm going to give out a couple tips that I think are really important early on in the game. Obviously, things will change as they unlock more levels going into the following weekend. You kind of got to take the beta for what it is. I wouldn't know life the beta right now. I'd go ahead and try and figure some things out, see how they feel, and just get an overall gist of how the game will play when the game launches. Obviously, as time progresses, the meta will slightly adjust. They're going to do some nerfing, some buffing, and rebalancing to make the game play a little bit better. Obviously, the goal is to make a good game that a lot of people want to play. If there's something that people have an issue with, it's perfectly fine to voice that opinion in a constructive way. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to go ahead and show you an ideal class setup. Not necessarily a full class setup, but some things to keep in mind, especially since the meta right now is to camp. So based off how they decided to design the game so far, there is a camper's advantage. So if you are the person camping, you are going to be able to go on longer streaks, and you will be able to get more kills and less deaths within every match you play. So my emphasis in the video is to give you the best tools to camp in the game. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of camping, though typically for my channel, I like to give tips and tricks that help players improve at Call of Duty. And a lot of times what I talk about is playing smart in the scenario. You got to gather all the information you can. Obviously, we have reduced information because we do not have a mini-map in the game. Even when you call UAV, personal UAV, or whatever the case is, you do get limited mini-map awareness, but your streaks do not cycle. So once you've got that first set of streaks, that's kind of the end of it, and you pretty much have to die to get another set. But obviously, if you're trying to go on a very long streak or improve your overall KD, it involves camping within the current meta. For that, I'm going to show you the smartest class setup that there is. It's also going to be a very campy class setup because at the end of the day, I'm going to give you the best tools to succeed. And hopefully over time, this meta does change. So we see less camping in the game because you are severely punished if you move around. I went ahead and showed this off a ton in stream. I went ahead and used this particular arrangement and I camped and I went on long streaks. If I didn't do this and I walked around the map, you get shot from random angles from people doing your strategy. So it's really a matter of who camps more at this point, which is kind of boring in my opinion, but I'm sure they'll get it all sorted out because it is the beta. So here's the important thing to pay attention to. And then what happens is you want to make sure you go to your edit loadout screen. And the primary weapon isn't all that important. I have this at level 21. It's kind of glitched out on the level right now. This one's level 30. But the thing that you really want to pay attention to is the perks. Double time and overkill really is irrelevant at this point. If you're going to sprint around, you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage because of the slower sprint out time. And overkill, you don't really need two primary weapons, but if you want to go that route, more than perfectly fine. Restock is the perk you have to have for slot 2 if you're trying to do this strategy. So what you're going to do is click on restock. It says recharge equipment over 30 seconds. When you tie that in with the next one, it makes this completely broken. So right here we got shrapnel. It says spawn with an extra piece of lethal equipment. Explosive damage delays enemy health regeneration. Health regeneration doesn't really matter unless they're running battle hardened or they're running this other perk over here, EOD, which is kind of like reduced damage from claymores, proximity mines, and C4. No one has that unlocked, so pretty much if they get hit by this thing, they're gonna die. So that little second part of shrapnel really isn't all that important. Then we go to the claymore. And pretty much the reason you want to do the claymore is like we've done in other Call of Duties, that has been in other Call of Duties. Camping's always been there. It's just obviously you're encouraged to camp in this game because if you move, you're probably going to be at a disadvantage. I know there's going to be a few people saying, no, I run all the way around. I get a ton of kills. They get like 35 kills and like 25 deaths. That's not working. That's not working. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not working. If you're getting 35 kills and like 4 deaths, like I was doing in my matches on stream towards the end of the stream, then you're going to be better off. I went 16-1. Obviously, it's camping. That's TDM, though. That's kind of how it goes. And then I went like 35-3. So that's pretty much, this is the strat that's going to work for you. So pretty much how the strategy works is you post up in a building. And ideally, you want as few as entry points as possible with allowing you to see different locations. So what you're going to do is put this at the stairway. You're going to put it at an opposite stairway. And maybe you block off 2 of the 3 pathways that are likely where people are going to run up and try and get you. Pretty much once you do that, you're gonna have the opportunity to get those kills. I was getting like 7, 8 kills with the claymores a match. And that's a lot of kills with claymores, people running up, getting double kills. It's just so easy. It's kind of like, you don't even need to think. It kind of trivializes the game. It removes all skill from it because literally all you got to do is camp. And that's a smart play. And then if you're watching a lot of people stream right now, anyone moving, they're dying. Anyone camping, they're getting kills. And that's the unfortunate part, unless you just get a good lobby where people do not know how to shoot, which can happen in a beta. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the tips. If you did, hit the like button. If not, all good. And if you're brand new around here, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on if you're looking to find your way back. Appreciate the support on the channel. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.